So, should you buy the Madoka Magica manga? It depends how much you really like the series. I think personally, this is kind of a terrible manga. I actually really like the show, and which is probably why you clicked on this video. So if you like the show, I think you're better off just buying the Blu-rays. So you can get this whole like volume collection, like a set, and I think it's only like four or five mangas. It's like really short, and that's my biggest complaint with this manga, is that it just goes through its source material way too quickly. It blazes through it. Because it blazes through so much of its material, I'm just gonna say spoilers up till like episode 3. Um so if you haven't seen the show, definitely go watch this. There's no reason to be spoiling it over like a freaking random video you found on the internet reviewing a manga that you don't care about yet. So let's get into it. So the manga, overall, I don't have much complaints. I think the art style is slightly different. They really kind of like, I don't want to say toned back or like buffed out like the quirks of the designs, like of Akiyuki Shinbo. Actually, no, he didn't do the character designs. I don't know. I guess the designs have been altered slightly, especially like Madoka's. She doesn't look nearly as childish, I guess is what I want to say. She looks way more anime like, I guess. So I think the most noticeable character design deviation is Kyubey. I think they made him look way more adorable and certainly less creepy. Which I think is fair. Honestly, I think if it was in the original show, I wouldn't have I wouldn't it wouldn't have been a big deal, because I mean, they make him way more adorable looking and more normal and not nearly as like alien and creepy. So that's the biggest change aesthetically, is the character designs. In terms of like the setting and backgrounds, they're actually drawn pretty well. I think the manga kind of suffers from a little bit too I don't want to say simple backgrounds, but it's just very open. There's like just a lot of white in the background. You do get more detailed backgrounds here and there, but overall it is a pretty light on backgrounds. So moving on to the pacing. So this entire manga goes up to about episode 3, if I remember correctly. And again, spoilers. Like, it basically stops after Mamika dies and Sayaka becomes a magical girl. So, and this is not a thick manga. Like, looking on the side, it seems alright, but let's compare it to the first volume of Bakuman, and it's like a notable like difference. It's like a whole, almost, I don't want to say half, but it gets pretty close. Granted, if you took it slower, it probably wouldn't feel nearly as vapid. I basically rushed through this, so it did feel quite kind of vapid to me. And then having watched the show, even before reading it, it felt like it was over in an instant. It's very quick, and that is my biggest complaint about this. It's just it is super short. There's children's mangas that feel longer than this. So it's kind of just my taste that it does feel insanely short. I mean, you're paying, like, let's say this is Barnes and Noble price, you're paying $12 easy, for what goes by super quickly. So like, yeah, I mean, I don't really know who this is for. Like, if you really want Madoka I can't speak. It's too many M's. Madoka Manga Magica. So if you really want this manga series, like, I mean, go for it. Like, I'd get it much cheaper, or like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be way better just saving up for the Blu-rays. I think you'd have a better experience. I don't know. It just really depends how much you like Madoka Magica. It's just, I don't know. It's up to you. So I guess that concludes a review. So see you next week, or whenever the next video gets uploaded. I don't know.